Hey mamas, today we are going to chat about how I made over $5,000. Yes, that's right. In my very first month, aka first 30 days with my brand new network marketing company. Can you imagine what $5,000 would mean for you and your family? And can you imagine doing it in 30 days? I'm going to reveal all of my secrets, how I did it, why it worked so well, partnered specifically with this new company, and how you can do the same thing in your business. Welcome to the More to Motherhood podcast. If you have a calling on your heart to play bigger, to impact more people with your business, mission, or the team that you've created, but you can't seem to get there, then this is the perfect podcast for you. Together, we will rise by smashing the glass ceilings and stepping into our greatest potential. Hi, I'm Kristen, busy wife and mama of 3, top 1% network marketer, and your new sassy best friend. I believe that as a busy mom boss, you have what it takes inside of you to be an incredible mom and an empowered businesswoman. If you're ready to do the work, I'm ready to be your BFF and mentor you on this journey to help you create your 6-figure side hustle and beyond. It's time to uncover the more inside of your motherhood. Let's do this. Hey mama, if you don't have a side hustle or you're looking to create an impact and an income and work with a leader who actually cares about you and your family and your goals and wants to help you win, then I would love to have you join our tribe. We are all winning over here. We're having so much fun. I love my people. I love my tribe. Our culture is just second to none. And if you are wanting to know how we are all winning and having so much fun over here while making money, then email me moretomotherhood@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram @moretomotherhood. I would love to work with you and help you find the vehicle or see if this aligns with you and see if this is the vehicle that can help you create the options and the impact for you and your family. Now I'm going to read you guys a 5-star review from Rudster Rides. I love reading these reviews, you guys. They really make my day. So this review says, I get so motivated just listening. Then I talk myself out of it. I'm excited to join each podcast and learn and listen and truly follow my passion of health and wellness. It was as if you were talking just to me. I have 2 kids and I work 3 jobs. I feel like I can't sacrifice any more time away from my kids and my wife. I want to learn how to be successful in network marketing and apply what I'm learning. I'm hoping to gain confidence through this podcast because that is what I lack. I look forward to more episodes. Thank you for creating this. And I just have to say, thank you, Rudster Rides, because you're a mom boss for real. 3 jobs, kids, the whole thing, family. I mean, you're amazing. So I just have to throw that shout out to you. And now let's dig in to today's content of like what we're going to talk about, how you can really create the impact and create this income for your family. Maybe it's $5,000 a month. Maybe it's 10. But maybe it's just 500, right? So I really want you to take this content. I'd love to help you guys really make an impact in your family today. So get your notebooks out and get ready to take some notes because we are going to talk about how you can make $5,000 in your first 30 days, right? Okay, so the first thing that I did when I came into this new company and I launched my business was I recognized the opportunity. I knew that I had gold on my hands. I was super excited about it. I just couldn't believe all the boxes that were being checked for me. I think some of y'all have heard me talk about this before, but it was really a great product that was consumable, that was clean, that was something that I could take personally, even with my health issues. And something that I was seeing that was making an impact in other people's lives. There was lots of testimonials that I was reading. And then I just loved the ingredients. So that was number 1. And I felt like it was affordable for people, that wanted to invest in their health. It wasn't too expensive, right? It was affordable for them to have each and every month. So that was number 1. Then I just recognized that this was a place where everyone could win because some companies, it just depends. But, every company is different and you have to find the vehicle that's going to align and be a good fit for you and the way you operate, right? But I really just feel like this company covers all the bases. So you can be a rock star recruiter and make really great income here, but you can also, this is the piece that I loved, this is a binary company that has a true customer model. They have a true customer program. So you can come in here and just share this amazing product that's impacting people's lives and make up to 52% on customer orders. So I was like totally blown away by that because some people just want to get customers. They just want to help others feel good. They don't necessarily want to build a team. And hey, I'm here to support you with what you want to do. So, if that feels right to you, then that's what I want for you, right? I want you to be happy here. So I just loved that because they have the same philosophy that I do. Is like you're coming in, We're going to love you where you're at. We're going to help you where you're at. And we're going to help you grow a little bit too, right? So I love the customer model that you can make up to 52% on customer orders. I thought that was amazing. I also loved the leadership. You guys heard from Miriam Moito in a couple of episodes back, and she's just become an incredible friend and mentor. And so I really loved the leadership, and it just kind of trickled down effect, even with our CEO and president. I met them this past weekend, and they are just amazing humans. And they are true distributors at heart, so they always had the best intent for their distributors in mind. So they came from the field, right? And they remembered where they came from. So I love that piece too. And then I loved the content collaboration that we have, because I noticed, even as a network marketing coach, I noticed that one of the biggest areas my clients tend to struggle is social media content. How do I market? How do I message? How many times a day do I post? How do I do all of these things? And so I really feel like one of the biggest barriers with this team is that we have created content to eliminate that block for you, right? We have all the tools for you to succeed. So we have content created for you. You just kind of go in, you edit it, you make sure that it's going to be authentic to you. But it's like a template, right? And then we have stories that are done for you too. So it's really awesome, because now there's like, you have that barrier eliminated. Your messaging is there. You just have to tweak it to make sure it fits your audience. And so that is huge for me, because I knew that that was going to be super duplicatable for my team. And I want the best for them. I want them to succeed. I don't want them to come into a business and feel overwhelmed, right? So I loved all of those pieces. So I recognize the opportunity. And what I love, what you guys heard, all the things that I love, right? And there's so many more pieces. We have a great culture with people lifting each other up, even sidelines, just everyone's helping each other. It's such a breath of fresh air. And so I just recognize opportunity. That was number one. So you have to recognize your opportunity and be so on fire and excited about it that you can't keep your mouth shut. So that's number one. Number two, get organized. So I really got organized this time. In my previous company, I was pretty organized, but it kind of fell to the wayside, and I was still figuring myself out. Honestly, when I joined my previous company, I was still figuring myself out and like how to get organized and what system did I want to use, and did I want to use a whiteboard? And so really for me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure this Trello out, because I really liked the concept of Trello. And I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this a million times, because I always say that Trello is life, because it really is. So I got super organized with Trello. I organized my list. I created a funnel or a flow in Trello, so that when I had a new person come in of people that I wanted to work with, I would just move them over and I connected with them. And then after I connected with them, I sent them information. After I sent them information, they got in a three-way chat. And after they got in a three-way chat, like I just had a flow, right? And I moved them through the flow, because I loved with Trello, it's almost like kinesthetic learning. You can physically move the card over as you go. And so you feel like you're making progress too. Maybe there's something psychological with that, but I just love that. Like I felt like I was making progress each day, and I was super organized. You can put due dates on there. You can put notes. So I was really keeping track, and I still am to this day, keeping super organized with my list and making sure that I track everything in Trello. So it's just an organized flow. The other piece that you want to do is, and this is what makes it duplicatable, you guys, by the way, is like if you have a flow and you get organized, you want to make sure that you share with your team how to get organized, and you have a funnel that is duplicatable. So with my team, and I talked about this when I was speaking on stage previously, this past weekend at my company's launch event, I talk about a system. So if you're like, because I'm the number one recruiter in my company right now, and I'm like blown away, but I'm not really special, you guys. I just get really good at doing one thing over and over again. That's what I tell people. I'm really good at having conversations, because I love to talk to people, and y'all know by listening to this podcast that I love to talk. But I love to talk to people, and I love to get to know them, but I'm super systematic in the way that I'm providing information so that I don't get tripped up, right? If you have a system, then your team's going to be able to follow your system. But if you're like sharing this, and then you share this with a different person and this with a different person, then your team asks you, like, how do you do what you do? And you can't give them an answer. That's not duplicatable, right? So I made a system that was super duplicatable, and I gave it to my team. I said, this is what I say. Make it sound like you, because I'm not a big believer in scripts. However, I do believe that people need a guide, because sometimes people don't know where to start. So if you just have an outline of like what you should be sharing and saying, then your team can be like, oh, I can make that sound like me. So I had a script or a guide of like what I said, how I reached out, what I said, if someone commented on my live, commented on a Facebook post, commented in my stories, Like, this is what I said. I would share a story about why I was so excited to join this company and why I love these products. And that's all I shared. Maybe they would have different points that they were excited about. They would want to share what's pertinent to them, right? But this is what I share. And then I share these 3 pieces of information. Once I share those 3 pieces of information, and just like my team, you're going to share this and these 3 pieces of information when someone asks you for information. Then once you share that, you say this or something to that effect. After that, you're going to connect them in a 3-way message with me or your leader, your personal leader. We're going to share with them. We're going to make sure that we tag message them in the groups so they get a little bit more information. So you're just dripping information on people and you're not like word vomiting it all over people, right? You just want to give them a little bit at a time, enough to keep the conversation going and enough to keep them interested until they're like, oh, that's something that I want, right? So get organized. And I kind of jumped ahead a little bit to create a marketing plan. So my system was super duplicatable for my team. We have a marketing plan where we have a plan for when people join us. They go through a link. It's a 1-link onboarding system that we're actually separating into 3 sections: pre-launch, launch, and grow. Pre-launch your biz, launch your biz, grow your biz. So it's a super simple system. And so they come in, they create a marketing plan. If you're not having engagement on social media, and this is what I did, y'all, I made sure that I had the presence on social media. I created a marketing plan. Like, what kind of post do I want? Who do I want to talk to? Has my audience changed? I prepared and scheduled content. I really focused on engagement, making sure that I was building up my engagement, because there's an algorithm to social media, right? And you want to make sure that the more people that are seeing and commenting on your stuff and value your stuff and like your stuff, the more Facebook or other social media platforms like Instagram will show your stuff to others, right? So it's like the more people that like it, the more people that see it. It's just that cycle. And so I was really cognizant of that. And I really made sure that I would want to show up asking engaging things and giving value at the same time, and also being social. I wasn't just taking the engagement, I was also giving engagement on other people's posts. So if people came to my page and they liked something and they commented, I would make sure I would return the favor. And that's what builds engagement, you guys. So make sure you're asking engaging posts that people want to comment on. There's some great ideas on Pinterest, but make sure it fits you and your personality and your audience. You wouldn't want to say something and post that if you would never normally post it just because someone said it's a good engagement post. If it's not applicable to you, your audience is going to be like, did someone hijack so-and-so's Facebook? So you want to make sure that it's applicable to you, but you're asking those questions that are going to solicit people giving their opinions and want to engage on your platform. And then return the favor. So I was super focused on that. I actually have 6 tips for y'all. I thought I only had 5, but I have 3 written down twice. So number 4 is I followed up and I continued to be consistent with my social media. So as I got leads in and as I was having conversations and people were interested, I made sure to follow up, and I'm relentless at follow up, y'all. But I do it in such a loving way that people don't mind. I've never had someone say, stop following up with me. I will give people an out if I don't hear from people, or I've tried to follow up with people a couple of times. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm not in the business of convincing people. So if you aren't interested, just let me know. No hard feelings. People can change their mind. And that typically elicits a response of like, no, I'm still interested, or yeah, I just decided it's not the right time. And I'm like, okay, totally cool. Because I'm not going to pressure or convince or push someone, because I want people on my team that are excited and want to be there, right? So I followed up and I continued to be consistent with my social media, all the things that I said in step 3. So number 5 is I helped my team with Zoom. So I set up systems and taught them what I did. And I had a lot of Zooms in the beginning, and I have a lot of Zooms scheduled for this week. Just because I'm training my team, I want to make sure that they feel supported. I want to make sure that they feel the connection, the culture. I want to make sure that they feel how invested I am in their success, because I'm a super big cheerleader for my team, because I want to see all the mamas hit their goals. And the fact is, y'all are worthy. Y'all deserve it. So I want to show that to them. So I helped my team with Zooms. I set up systems for them, and I taught them what I did. All the words, I didn't hold anything back. So if you're like a top recruiter or a top leader, don't hold things back from your team. It's only going to hurt yourself. You're only going to end up shooting yourself in the foot. You want the more people on your team that win and succeed, the more that you're going to win and succeed. So I gave my team everything. I was like, you like a post of mine? Make it your own. You like a story of mine? Take it, make it your own. You like anything of mine? You can take it and make it your own. You don't have to ask my permission, because if you like it and you think it's going to help you grow, I want you to do it. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you, right? You join me and I'm here to support you. So I made sure that I also gave all my team everything that I say, or give them ideas of what to say so that they can get into activity. Because some people get a little overwhelmed, or words, we all have different strengths, right? Words don't come easily to some people, but for me, it just rolls off my tongue and they're like, you make it sound so easy. I'm like, that's just one of my gifts. You have other gifts. So let's figure out where your gifts are so that we can bring that out of you, right? All right, last step is I continued coaching my team and I repeated steps 1 through 5. So you're just going to continue to repeat those things, making sure that you're always remembering and recognizing the opportunity. That's not something you want to do just once. You want to continue to recognize the opportunity that you have on your hands and continue to be excited about the company and why you joined them, right? Continue to stay organized, continue to perfect your funnel and your system and make sure that your team is able to duplicate it. Continue to make a marketing plan, continue to follow up, continue to focus on your social media presence, and then continue to help your team, grow and figure out like where you can improve. You know, as leaders, we can all improve, right? So I just love on my team and I just love it. And so those are the steps that I took to make the first $5,000, that I made in my company within my first month. Was those 6 steps essentially. So I hope that this has helped you guys. And remember, if you don't have a side hustle and you're looking to create an impact and an income, and you're looking for a tribe that loves you hard and wants your success and wants you to hit your goals, then please don't hesitate to reach out to me to see if this aligns with you. If it's something that aligns with you, I'd love to share it with you. If not, then that's okay. And if you're happy with where you are, stay where you are, right? And implement these steps. But if you want to work with me, please reach out to me at More to Motherhood or moretomotherhood@gmail.com. I would love to chat with you and just help you. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time, Mama. Hey Mama, real quick before you go, if this episode helped you in some way, or you got value or learned something new from today's episode, or you just feel more inspired right now, the number one way that you can thank me is to leave me a 5-star written review. That is the number one thing I ask for showing up for you guys each week is a quick written review right over on the Apple Podcast app. I'd be so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. Just know that you can create the life of your dreams and turn your passion and purpose into your paycheck. Until next time, Mama, don't forget, you are called for more.